Ooh, we are live. All right. Aries, hello. Welcome to the Sacred Raven. My name is Jamie. I am a small work intuitive and spiritual coach, and I'm very happy to have you here tonight. So, we have a lot. We have a lot to cover. Um, we are heading toward the Aquarius full moon after a year of soul work and build up. So much has happened, so much is happening. Okay, this is a culmination. This is the divine time. This is the timing. The things that you've been working on, the city that you've been trying to remove from your life, the love that you have been in the midst of creating. Some of you, it's in different areas. For some, it's been in relationships. I hope you're able to hear me at the beginning. I forgot to put this on. Let's get the mic going correctly. There we go. Better? Better? I'm going to type in my email address, and as well as my address in the event that you should want to send a donation to help me build this beautiful channel and business that I am in the midst of developing for the education of other fellow creative intuitives who actually deserve a real chance of building their lives in the way that they've always wanted to, okay? When you have a hypersensitive nervous system, you have to take care of yourself in this very particular way energetically. You need to change everything, your relationships, your habits, your way about going in life. And it's been my mission to want to create a place for that. So that's one of the biggest reasons why hey girl, what's up? oh my God. In some ways I'm good. In others, it's just, oh my God. Spirit is preparing me for a big upheaval. It's sad. A lot of heartbreak, and my whole life is going to be changing, and I have to go on my own. And unfortunately, it's happening before I was ready. I have school I have to put off that was coming in September. I'm sitting here trying to build this. I'm going on interviews for work, and I have 2 weeks before I need to leave this condo. So I got to make sure. In Seattle, it's so hard to be able to raise money to find a place, or first go out to Honduras where my grandmother is. She needs me out there. My aunt keeps telling me that she needs me, and I realize that. I bought a ticket, but they didn't send me my passport on time, and I finally got the passport, but it was too late. So yeah, I want to, and I need to talk to her too. I've been the lady that's been with her, my uncle's girlfriend. My uncle passed away. She's been with her, but she can only do so much. And my grandma, she can't even come to Seattle without an escort because she's got blind in her other eye. She's 94. She has property and things she wants to take care of, and she needs me to do it. And I'm the oldest grandchild of the bunch. And so, yeah, that, what a mess. We had a long talk today. And we have to split up. I tried everything. I didn't want it to. I really didn't. And of course, what do people in codependent relationships do? People like me, we stay longer, way past the expiration date, and we give up everything. Now I'm in a situation where, his foolishness, his recklessness, and this is a lesson to other people, and I really want to get this across to others. I know I'm strong and I'm resourceful, but even still, my heart is broken because the decisions he made, he didn't think about the consequences. Even though I was pointing things out, it's like it didn't even register. And now I'm in a position where it's like I depended on him to uphold his end of the bargain while I was business, while I was going to school. And when I started to see that, he just wasn't getting his shit together, I started going out and looking for work again. And that takes time. It takes time. And he does very well at his job. And he prefers to do it where he gets cash at the end of the day with his contractors. But he's terrible with money. He spends how he wishes, and he doesn't save. I try to get him to, but he'll just go dipping into it and just that's the dog. Here, let me close the door. They don't know what they want. And I've got my little the little Yorkie here. He loves me to death. They're in and out. They don't know what they want. And I've got Avia behind me. She's mixed in with the carpet. Look. You can't even barely see her. So, oh my God, it's so complicated. And, addiction can really change people. And it's changed him. And it's made things worse. The way he spends money, how reckless he is. He's like, he jumps into situations without thinking. He just does stuff. And we're so opposite like that. I'm very conservative with money. And I pay my bills right away so that what's left over I could spend and use. And I like to invest in things and make sure my bills are paid ahead of time. He doesn't. And he doesn't even like to go there to talk about money, let alone, anything else. And it's just frustrating. It's too much work. All this energy, all this, all this love I'm trying to put out, and really like in desperation trying to wake him up. And then it's like it doesn't get to him until the train wreck happens. So I was like watching a train wreck happen and at the mercy of it. And it just, my God. And I'm tired of shedding tears, tired of worrying. I'm tired of going to bed stressed. The good thing is, I have for about 2 years practicing a different kind of living to stay grounded, to stay contemplative, to, look at the bigger picture of things and really, really live the spiritual life and not just know it intellectually, but like I have for years, a big nerd like that, since I was a kid, but really like living the spiritual life and trying to share with other people why it's important, because without it, there's nothing. There is literally nothing. I mean, what do you have if you don't have something that you can believe in that's higher than you? Nothing. Everything is just meaningless then. It brings your own importance, because we're all precious. It brings us down to nothing, Yeah. And so other people that are going through pain and frustration and heartbreak, because there's a lot of relationships that, you love somebody so much, but if they're self-destructing, you can't. How many times are you going to go down with them? And I've been down that road. I've been down that road with him, and it was lonely. It was hard. I was a wreck. And so, you know, when we moved here 2 years ago and I started having these crazy dreams, it revealed a lot. I couldn't believe they were telling me the truth of things. And like I said, it scared him and it changed my whole life. And now it's like he was going down while I was going up and up and up. And really taking care of myself, doing the spiritual work, doing the soul care, doing writing in the journals, finding answers. And I want other people to feel the same way. I don't want them, to be in relationships like this where it's so codependent. It's toxic. As a kid, and she watches from time to time. He won't give her the baby mom's number, but she watches the kid. It's like weird. Wow. See, that's going really far. And then she has to question herself, like, why is she doing that? Why is she sacrificing in that way for this man? And is it worth it? I learned a hard lesson about that. I mean, we've been together 24 years, and that's why I stayed so long. I didn't want to see it, go to pieces, but you can't save. I can't be a savior. That's the whole point. I can't be, this martyr. And why do, people like, these empathic types, right? These codependent types, like myself. It's crazy what we do. It's crazy. And we really have to be careful because we have highly sensitive nervous systems, which means nervous breakdowns run in the family. They run in my family. I have a lot of people that, and it's weird, some are the narcissistic style and others are at the other end of the spectrum who take care of all of the rest and put up with their shit. And it's a bad toxic dynamic that just will destroy you. And if you happen to be the codependent empathic type, you could lose your health very fast. And I started to see all of that happening, and I had to stop it. I said, no, I can't let this go on. And so, yeah, for this 2 years, I've been doing all the soul work, everything. And I don't want to see another person's, the pain that you go through, it's just too much. I just want peace. Life is too beautiful, and there's so much out there, despite what is going on in the world. And there's a lot of badness out there, and then they sensationalize it to make people always in this mode of trauma, right? This mode of fear. And it's a delusion, right? You have to get past the fear and live your life in peace and try to find joy in your life. Try to find those moments where, you are grounded and you're in the moment and you're being mindful and not allowing anybody or anything to take you out of that realm, out of that state, taking that joy from you. And some of these relationships, they can really do that. And it'll leave you like, all I keep saying is like the Nine of Swords, or is it the Ten of Swords? The Ten of Swords. Just stabbed up. I sacrificed myself for my ex. Got me nowhere. It doesn't. I think he's secretly planning to get back with a baby mom. It's crazy because in the end, it's like, it's not saving them. It's the person they have to make the choice to do it themselves. I mean, now look, I have to start over. I have to, I don't know. And because I depended on him financially, because I was there to help him get his degree in culinary school, I was there and I took care of his father so that he could get his journeymanship, right? As a mason, cement mason, and concrete finisher. They make really great money with the union, $60 or $60 an hour overtime. And you don't have to make overtime. You don't have to do 40 hours. You get overtime if you work more than 8 hours that day. And that's how it often is. And he was always an amazing hard worker. But because of him messing around with addictions and the way he spends money, he just buys what he wants. He squanders it. He has squandered thoughtlessly and recklessly with our home. Now we've lost it after paying, so much money out to. But he turned right around like it didn't even happen and made the same choices, hid it from me, and I wanted to believe him, but I wasn't believing him anymore. He was such a good liar about those things, right? And when it comes to money, he's horrible. And I'm paying the price. And I just feel foolish. But it's a lesson. It's a harsh lesson that I've learned. Now, what I'm going to do is find a place for women for me to go to where I can talk about it, where I can be around others who've gone through addiction with their significant others or their relationships, and maybe find a shelter of some kind. And maybe I'll continue to build my channel and build my business and slowly get to a place where I'm good. I can monetize it in the way I want to without all the constant disruption and emotional upheavals at home, because he's not consistent with his emotions. They're all over the place and he's not grounded, and the man can't sit still. And it's sad because he's so talented. He makes beautiful things with his hands. The way even with concrete, he treats it like an art. People love what he does. When he does their stamp work, he does beautiful flooring, and he knows how to build things. It's just amazing when I watch it. He takes it for granted. He doesn't have the love for himself that he should. He doesn't have the confidence, natural, like healthy confidence. He has a big ass ego, but a natural, genuine confidence he doesn't have. And so, when you mix that up with drugs, and you mix that up with bad spending habits and reckless behavior, you have a train wreck. Like I said, everything crashing down. And I can go on with a clean conscience. Yeah, I don't see him changing anytime soon. So we can't play house together anymore. I'm not going to do that until he can prove to me that he's going from a page, the Page of Cups reversed, to the King of Cups upright. So, I mean, my God, I'm 43. I'm 43 years old. And everything is happening right as everyone has been saying it for this, like for each moon, like right now we're going through this Aquarius full moon, and things have come to this culmination for everybody, for all of us, right? Where some massive sweeping changes are happening, and people really need to really take a hard look at their lives and say, okay, what is important? What do I stand for? What have I been living for? What have I been doing with myself and my life and my family? And really, really taking a hard look at things. Yeah. It's just wild. So Aries, you got some shit coming to you. Some of you really good, some of you not so good. But even for the not so good, there's definitely a silver lining in all of it. There's definitely silver lining. And always remember that Spirit is with you. Call on the Holy Spirit. And know you're protected. You're loved. You are loved. And you're a very resourceful human being. Aries is a powerful and strong and smart sign. They really are. And they can get stuff done. They really can. They're super resourceful. They're charismatic, full of personality. So they're the stars, right? Aren't you an Aries, Eleni? Yeah. So he's Aries. And what's crazy is this idea of the twin flame thing. It's wild because everything he's been doing has been mirroring me, but his version of it has been an unbalanced version of the masculine. While it's like he's mirroring a dark side of my masculine. It's really crazy. You know, I could see how these kind of relationships can just leave somebody crazy and drained, and the energetic connection can be too tight. Like the cord needs to be snapped for you to have any sense of individuality, sovereignty. And sovereignty has been an idea that keeps popping up. And in the goddess moon cards, the sovereignty card was coming up a couple weeks ago when I was meditating on the Aquarius full moon. I'm looking outside and the full moon just looks amazing. Right outside here, I can see there's all the trees, and right above the trees is the moon. Looks it's gorgeous. But it's this idea of, and the cat, this image of the cat, independence and sovereignty, having this idea of freedom from what it is that is enslaving us, whether it's within our minds, or if it's somebody in our lives, or if it's a situation that you're dealing with in your career, letting that stuff go because it's energetically producing something that is just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And the bubble needs to be popped. What? You said wow? Oh, I didn't type it. My stuff in. Pal.me/life is calling. And I think that was the other one. I kind of forgot what the other one was. Kofi. So I'm going to begin pulling cards for the Aries. I'm going to put this address in. Kofi.com/spiritual biz coach. All right. For 2 questions. How much for two questions? Oh, what did I put in the thing? I guess let's see. What I price it at in Fiverr, because I have a general read, a romantic read, and a basic. There's the 3 card, or is it 4 card, 1 2 question. I didn't consider. Yeah, but I know it keeps. I could see it, and that's what it's been driving me crazy. And each time I've been wanting to get on, I've been having problems with it, depending on the time. Yeah. So 2 questions, huh? Okay. 2 questions. Let's see. The one regarding relationships versus a spiritual read or a general. Okay, yeah. Because I think it's a 5 card, and then I gave it 5 cards with a clarifier on each one. And it was 25, I think, was a 20-minute read, 5 cards, 5 clarifiers for the 1 question relationship. 2 questions I didn't consider, but let's see. The average person, a 1-hour coaching session, 77.77 with the intuitive read. So if I cut that in half with the 2 question. Let me look where I put that. I know I wrote it down to try to be fair. Or we can just do it like this until I can get it all written out. So I didn't consider 2 question. And then just do it like it was a 1 question read. Like the 3 card pull. Yeah. Okay, we'll just put it like a donation in, maybe of 10 or 15 bucks or something. Last night I did 2 card pulls. I did a couple of those. And then, was it the night before? I did a few pulls at the end of the read. It was I got a few $10 donations for those. They were mini readings. It was one question mini reading because there was too many people in there to do anything full on. And I just said, if you want something full on and you want one-on-one attention, then we can do that offline or off of the live. Okay. 2-card pull. Yeah. And these are great for that. Where's the book? These are amazing for it. If I could, where did I put the book at though? Okay, so how about this? I'll do the Aries. I'll do the Aries read, and then at the end of the Aries read, I'll do the 2-card pull. Or do you want me to get that out of the way now? Where did I put that book at? I think I said it. Yeah. Here, let me go get. Yeah, I think probably Moon card. And these will be, these are perfect for just a straight up question in it. Question and yes or no answer type thing. These will give you a little deeper insight. That's why I like them. Versus, one of the energy cards or one of the, okay. What's going to happen with Stephanie and Kevin, and how does George feel at the moment? Okay. All right. Hold on. Where's that book? Is that the way? I would have put stuff. Oh, okay. And this is regarding Stephanie's a coworker and baby mama. I sent. Oh, you did? Okay. Was it to Kofi or the other one? Oh, okay. Let's see. What's going to happen with Stephanie and Kevin? For Letty. What's going to happen with Stephanie and Kevin for Letty? Not for you. Not for you, card. Stephanie and Kevin spirit. What's going on with Stephanie and Kevin? Okay. Not letting pride being a factor. Says not for not for you. I'm assuming that's a no, and then because of pride. Pride is in the middle of this thing. So let me go deeper. Besides Stephanie, is he going back? Oop. This message popped up in the middle of it. Besides Stephanie, is he going back to the baby mama or another woman? Well, when I asked about Stephanie and Kevin, and I got, okay, these, okay. Which does not look good. Pride is getting in the middle of it. And this not for you card, well, that's self-explanatory. Someone is letting their attitude, their bad attitude and ego in the way. And it's a no-no. So let me go deeper and look at the relationship message. Because, yeah. I don't know which energy it is. If it's the one or the other, is carrying an attitude that isn't good. And the relationship is a no. And that is obvious from the beginning. But the red flags escape your observation or you refuse to acknowledge them. When a relationship is not meant to be, it is not possible to make it be. Rejection is a sign that you're being protected by the divine. You're the one who must reject another. Remember that you do so for both your sakes. For every pot, there's a lid. This may not be the best fit. So it's not for her. And he's probably, I'm assuming he's narcissistic. Because look what we got here. If not narcissistic, just very arrogant and self-assuming and expects a lot. And she is just not recognizing it. Okay, she's seeing all the red flags. And if she isn't, she's continuing on in a relationship that should not be. So we've got not for you and pride, arrogance, narcissism is a factor. He's the one who refuses to give her the baby mama. Oh. Hey, hello. So, isn't that crazy? She's in a narcissistic relationship. Or at very least, he's an arrogant prick. So, how does George feel? George. How does George feel? I'm going to use this for George. Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure he'll break up with her. Guys like that, they are, I'm sure he's with her to get what she's giving out. It's a good deal for him. You know, I don't know all the dynamics, but it's not good. Just from that, you know, she sees it, but she's ignoring it willfully, you know. Ooh, okay. Spirit. Let's ask about George and how he feels for Eleni. How is he feeling about her at the moment? What's going on with George and Eleni? Okay. All right. Why does it... Okay. Crown chakra. Okay, because it's like the last one, it's saying use your intuition, right? It said that last time, of deep knowing, that you know what's up. The bottom of the deck, we have patience. Wow. Let's grab one from here for it. So we have the crown chakra. Okay. That's funny. It was the same thing last time. Okay. George and Eleni, please. George and Eleni, how does he feel about her at the moment, please? How does he feel about her? Spirit, how does George feel about Eleni, please? Okay. Message in a bottle. Okay. We've got message in a bottle with crown chakra. So to me, this is saying intuitive messages that you know in your heart. Okay, right? Spirit. It's just like them to pull something out like that and say, you know, like the deep knowing card. I get that a lot. As if to say, come on, you already know. Or they'll give me the why card, right? Why are you asking? You're going round and round. So we got message in a bottle. We'll look deeper. Let's look at the relationship message for that one, just to get a better add to it. The wisdom of the oracle cards, boy, these are great. They're very accurate. So, message in a bottle. Let's get some more information. Where are you? Okay, 57. There we go. Open right to it. All right, cool. First of all, we're talking about communication. A sign, a Cleton, ancient name for spontaneous oracle delivered innocently by the speaker, pointing the way to your highest good. They're saying, you know, intuitively, you're going to get your oracle. You should listen. Okay. Spirit sends you signs when you ask for them. When you believe, you will receive them. And when you allow yourself to become fluent in the language of symbols, oracles, and omens. They may come to you as a bird flying by, a logo on a truck, or a song on the radio. Expect confirmation that you're pointed in the right direction, okay? Keep your ears open, for someone might just say the right thing that will give you the answer to your query. And today your message is this: Spirit hears, and the reply is yes, it's favorable. Yeah, you can expect someone to favor you with positive news. Could be in the form of a letter, phone call, or email. You are the intended receiver of this message, so stay open. The only good will come of it in the end, and the signs are all there. It is good. George has his friends stalking my Instagram page. Oh my God. Wow. It's favorable. Plus, saying you already know. So messages in the bottle. So this is probably a lot like the Eight of Wands, receiving messages, omens, um, favorable messages, getting the answer that you're seeking, right? And then when we got the crown chakra card mixed with it, it's also saying that your intuition is right on. It's correct. But it's favorable. That's funny. He likes you that much. That kind of odd since he hasn't texted. How long? He hasn't texted second? What? Oh, since the 2nd of August? It, how long has it been? Well, this is referring to messages, phone calls, emails, um, favorable ones. So he wants to know, but he's trying to be slick about it because he doesn't want to come right out. He's being cautious. Let's see. George. What's going on with George and Light? What's George thinking doing? Can you give us a little more? Let me grab one more before I get on to the reading. But she wants to know if you might be talking to other guys or just, I don't know how deeply you know each other. If he wants to know you a little more better without coming right out and asking or looking foolish, right? That's funny. What does he want to know? Does he want to know? What does he want to know? What does George want to know? He wants to know if you're going to break his heart. Either that or he's had a broken heart and he's trying to prevent another one. So, oops. Bottom of the deck is all tied up. So he's got mixed feelings. He does like you, but he's afraid, okay? He's afraid about this. And this, look, this just popped out onto the floor on accident. So it's saying use your intuition. Yeah, so he's all tied up, afraid, he doesn't want his heart broken. It had the message in the bottle thing, so it said a favorable message could be it could be referring to that. He likes you. He wants to see what you're up to. Yeah. Isn't that funny? Yeah. Yeah, let me know. But as for the other girl, it's not going to happen, or it shouldn't be. Yeah. Especially if she's with this arrogant man who just expects to receive all the time, and there's no reciprocal give and take. There's got to be balance. There shouldn't be somebody who's always giving, and keeping the relationship going, carrying emotions for the both of them, while the other one doesn't put much effort at all. He's just there and receiving all the benefits. That's ridiculous. Yeah. Big time. So I'm going to read for Aries. I'm going to have to put, Aries, you begin at the 54th minute. Let's see what the theme of the next 2 weeks is for Aries. Ooh. Okay. A couple of them fell out. Oh, there we go. Ooh. Oh my God. It's being the freedom to be you, freedom of independence, having an independent spirit, authentic. living in your joy, being your unique you, discovering what it is you live for. What drives you, Aries? Who are you? What, if you were to sit down and list what it was you valued in life, what you could see yourself really sacrificing for, living for, what you could craft, if you could see yourself crafting um, a message for life, what would your message be? Who would you become? Who are you authentically? This is the message. This is what Spirit is asking you to look at as an individual, a sovereign individual, right? And the importance of freedom and independence and what that means to be an independent individual, to be authentic in every way, to show the world who you are, to be in your joy, to be in your passion. Who are you? Do you know who you are? It's time, because this is what's going to bring you ultimate joy. Knowing that you are a child of God, independent, you're free. What are you a slave to, and letting those things go? Really discovering yourself. What sets you apart? And this idea of sovereignty is not only important individually, because that's the beauty of it, right? That's why, we are children of God. And as children of God, you are free. You're born free. You are independent, right? A sovereign being. If you remove God from the factor, which many want to, that means you sort of lose that. You're subject to whatever society or the government says you are, and you become under their control. So even as a country, this idea of sovereignty is very important. Being accountable, being powerful in yourself, knowing who it is you are, knowing what you value, and going out making your dreams come true, and having the rights to, because you have the God-given rights and you have the beautiful spiritual gifts that are within you. This is what brings you the joy and the happiness that you seek. This is what Spirit has been trying to tell you. It's this. It's the person inside. It's the person inside that they want you to get to know, to develop, to become. Slade Savage, hey girl. Yes, I am taking questions, but I'm doing that. It's for donations. Because I'm doing everybody's the sun signs for the next 2 weeks, Aries on through to Pisces. So, yeah. Let's see, Aries. That's your theme, Aries. How well do you know yourself, and can you find your authenticity, your uniqueness? What do you stand for? What message? What is the story you're going to write? What is your purpose in life? It's going to bring you your joy that you seek, this freedom. It's
This message really under the Aquarius full moon is for all of us to ponder on. And it's why I laughed when the sovereignty card pulled up again, because individually and as a nation, the idea of freedom, our God-given birthright, our sovereign birthright to be independent, to be who we want to be, to have our rights, to live and have the dignity in the way we want to live, to express that fully, to be fully realized, right? That's the will of God, is for you to be fully realized, emotionally mature, wisdom, having developed wisdom, a chaser of wisdom, a revealer of truth. It is freezing up a lot, I know. And I don't know why. It's something I've come to accept because it's kept me back from coming on live a lot. Ooh, okay, Aries. The fulfillment of your wishes. It's going to take a lot of patience and planning. Bottom of the deck, the deception card. That's the Seven of Swords. To be certain that you are honest with yourself. Okay? Your theme, sovereignty, pleasure. That's your joy. The fulfillment of your wishes. It's going to be with patience, smart planning, and living and implementing this higher vision for yourself. Okay? No more self-deception. And make sure your road is chosen wisely. Choose it wisely. There's no need to rush. Everything that you want is inside of you, okay? It's within. It's within. May I ask a question? Hi, Peace Music Believe. Yes, I put the addresses above. Like I did read for Lenny, and I did it for a donation. If you want personal reads, that can be done too, but it depends on the kind of reading. But if you just want a simple 2-card pull, then last night and the night before I was doing them for $5 and $10. The 2-card pull you could do for a $5 donation. And then one of them I use from the Wisdom of the Oracle, because these are really good for getting a full, rich answer. And along with either the Goddess of the Moon or the Moonology, because the answers that are given are really good for straight up questions. Okay, Aries. Aries for the month of August. Ooh. We have love. Love here. A love that is old, possibly a past lover or somebody you've been with for a time. This might even be the idea of you and who you used to be versus where you're going now. And where you're going to take that next. There's things you need to cut out of your life that you have to think about seriously. We see the Malik of Cups. This is like the King of Cups. Or I'm sorry, swords. The Malik of Swords is the King of Swords. And he's a thinking man, right? And he's got that sword, which is what? The thoughts. Slashing this thing away. This thing that a version of yourself or an old friend, possibly, maybe something that comes from your life previously, from childhood, that needs to be removed because it's time for up. I mean, we saw the sovereignty card right off the bat with the pleasure. It's a time of change, a rebirth. Taking your past and implementing it into now, the lessons you've learned, knowing what it is that you want to live for. What do you stand for? Who do you wish to become? Who do you wish to love and let in? Who have you been loving and why? There's a lot of deep thinking that's going to need to take place. Woo! Aries, Venus, Aries, Sun, Aquarius, Moon, Aries. Wow. Wow. Then this Aquarius Moon is going to be, it's going to be huge for you. And then having all that Aries. Ooh. All right. Ooh. You've been on the defense, right? Why is that? Over maybe a Sagittarius. Maybe you've got Sag in your chart. Somebody fiery. Somebody who sometimes can be a little narcissistic if they want to be. But on the other hand, someone very passionate, very creative. Who is that? What more can we say for Aries? Spirit. Aries for August 15th through the 31st, 2019, over this Aquarius full moon. Aries. Okay, stop. All right. Okay. You're headed straight for your sun, which is your happiness. Something you're doing full passion, or there's somebody in your life that is rushing right into you, a Leo, somebody fiery. But I'm willing to bet this is you, because the whole idea from the start was about your sovereignty, about your independence, about where you're going next, where you're going very quickly. Somebody you're defensive about as well, or something. All tied up about regarding the home life, a home life upsetment. Maybe you're moving, or the happiness within the home, right? Somebody has been disrupting it. Somebody from your past. It's not within the home that could apply to your work or just the situation that is between two people, right? The energy between two people. Doing a lot of thinking and moving forward. At the end, we've got the Six of Wands, which is about recognition and reward. I believe this is asking, Spirit is asking you, okay? Especially, yeah. You might even have somebody that is a Queen of Cups type, if that is not you. It's about, doing a lot of, like I said, a deep thinking about where you're headed and moving forward. Independence. But there's a relationship here. Either if it's a battle within, it's been a battle within for some time. It really has. Recognizing it, nipping it in the bud, right? There's somebody around you, possibly a water sign, if not you. Woo! Massive change, or just a powerful realization, recognition, right? Of what you have to do next with this particular relationship, or the choice that you have to make about moving forward. You're moving out of something. You're moving out of one place into the next. It's something that has been in your life for a very long time. A cycle, something that's been close to you. That could be the energy of a career, or the energy of somebody you've been in close ties with, right? Because you're seeking your independence from it, your freedom, right? It's the recognition of that. It's been in the process for some time. That walking away, ooh, balance. Here it's called alchemy, but it's also temperance. It's balance. And we've got the walking away card. Walking toward your balance, because this was upside down. You're walking out of, I'm guessing out of something that was just not stable, not, it didn't have a good foundation, and into something that is bringing balance. Or this could also be somebody, because I saw the energy of Sagittarius popped up. So it's either yourself or somebody you know, but you're moving away from that, okay? Whatever has been is now no more, okay? And right here is the recognition of that. Boldly going toward it too. The Sun card was showing that this particular destination, or this person, whatever this is energetically that you're going toward, is your sun. It's your happiness. It's your ideal. And absolutely it is. You see it? It's your 10 of cup or 10 of discs. It's the life that you had always wished to live on your terms, in your own way, and why that is so important. You know, here we go with the we've got the Fool walking to it, taking that risk, making it happen, becoming a new you. You know, look at that, leaving behind this. Look at that and dog. It kind of gives me the feeling that there was a lot of discord. You're walking away from it. You're going straight into something more peaceful. And there's the sun right there, shining its rays on you. You're going towards your sun. Yeah. You're in quickly. There's the Amira Swords again, and it's right with the Malika of Wands. You're going toward that fire, that passion in life is developing in you. It's amazing. Yeah. Let me get another deck. Native American. Aries for the month of August 15th through the 31st. Aries. Okay. This Empress energy. You're birthing something that you're going towards, but it's going to take some patience. Realize, there's Matriarch of Pentacles. I'm guessing this is about the life you're going toward, the tangible life, the career, whatever it is, this thing that you're headed toward. You're birthing it, but you need to realize that it's going to take time. These things, it's not going to come to you like that. There's a message coming though, too. You're waiting on a message from somebody. They're slow. Wow. Here we go again with the Queen of, this is the Queen of, Matriarch of Pipes is like the Queen of Wands. It's that energy again, that either that Sagittarian or a fiery energy that has brought, I don't know, this, you must be dealing with somebody like this, or an aspect of yourself. Could be just the energy within your life. A pregnancy. There's the Empress was here. So something is being developed. Something is growing. Something that you have set in motion. If not, there is a pregnancy. There's a woman who is pregnant, a Sagittarian woman who, mockery and indolence. This fiery energy, this person, or this thing, this is why. If drugs or addiction or codependency in your relationships, infidelity has been an issue, right? And it's brought with it a feeling of shame, of being talked about. A lot of gossip has been around you. you know, you've been in a relationship where you may have been the one that was carrying it while the other person was being a fool. Here we go, Maiden of Pipes. Yeah. A Libra. Maiden of Blades. A Libra with fiery energy. This could also be you. Why am I feeling like this is about life? This is bigger. This is about yeah. And then there's the spiritualist. Wow, there's Trail of Tears and Mourning on the Vision Quest. This has been a spiritual read. This is about you really making some serious decisions about your life and where it's going. What do you need to do in it? Here we go with the Magician. This is a very deep read. Wow. Yeah. Your stability, your home, emotional maturity, justice, and victory. Yeah. And the Wish card. You're heading toward a life that you have always wanted to build. It's like, and you need to have strength because right now, whatever you're going through right now, you're in this middle period. And this is happening to a lot of us. Yeah. You got to have strength. You're on a vision quest. Okay. And if this isn't you, somebody close to you is. But I believe it's you. You've got lots of fire. You're such a fiery personality. For a long time, you may have been on the fence about things and it had taken you some time, even though Spirit was like showing it to you in your face. A lot of gossip. Indolence shows somebody or something that has been indulging in things they should not have, which has caused issues in this relationship. Whatever it is, there's something very toxic that came along here. Oops, there we go. But yeah, Aries, you're coming into this major time in your life where, you're sort of you're needing to become reborn. In some ways, it's been like a crisis. An existential crisis. For some of you, it's just been a very toxic relationship or a situation that you're needing to have strength to get out of, to move forward, to become sovereign. Okay? Remember, the theme was sovereignty and pleasure. Pleasure is your joy, right? Not being in indecision about this anymore either. Because this is your life. This is about your stability. This is about your passion for life, moving forward, bringing something amazing to you. Not living like it had. Look at that. Or not allowing another person to do this to you. This toxic thing. This King of Pentacles. There might be a Taurus. You might have some Taurus in your chart. You've been really meditating on things too, but you've been holding on to stuff that it's time. You're being called. It's time. It's time for an life complete. Yeah. Spiritualist. This is a big time change. This is a new path and transformation, a rebirth. Yeah. A rebirth of that which you've been developing, working on, developing yourself even, needing to work on yourself, crafting out a vision, something deep, something real that you've been missing for a very long time, if at all, being the magician, being the master creator of your own life, not allowing somebody to come in and take that from you. Okay. Let me get the final message here for you. Spirit, what is the final message for Aries, please? Final message for Aries. Ooh. Commitments being tested. Are you ready? Are you ready to make this happen? Do you have it in you? Can you leave this relationship or leave this thing? Leave this old life behind? Whoa. That was huge. Show the world the real you. Full moon in Aquarius. Make the decision to show the world the real you, right? This is how we open this reading. Showing the world who you are. That's beautiful. And looking at the big picture. Look at the big picture. It's amazing. Believe in the impossible. But you do need a practical plan for those dreams of yours moving forward. Yeah. Do not let past hold you back. Do not let that past hold you back, okay? It's time to take a breathe out. Don't let the past hold you back. Okay, Aries. Let me see this. This could have a Sagittarius. Sagittarius has played a big role in this reading, as well as Taurus. You might have Taurus in your chart dealing with this. It's just beautiful here at the full moon in Aquarius. This is what they said. Show the world who you are. It's about your sovereignty, your authenticity, becoming the person you want to become. Doing it. Okay? It's what's going to bring you the things you're seeking. What do you stand for? Who are you? What do you believe in? With that, I love you, Aries. If you like this, please definitely subscribe. We do free mini readings from time to time. There'll be other things as well. I'm going to have a series of talks and discussions soon. And yeah. Be sure to subscribe to the email list. I've got all that stuff in the description box. That way you can follow through when I come on live for those readings. And where you can find the reading. Reading begins at the 53rd minute. Oops. Got a lot of. At the 53rd mark. The 53rd minute mark. Let's see if it goes through. Yeah. All right. I love you. I'll see you soon. Bye. Wants to leave.